I prefer, this is my coffee shop, where I spend my time in a very valuable thing according to what I believe. So if you don't like my coffee shop, my friend, don't come here. You see, this is my channel. If you don't like what I do, why you are coming to complain? That's mean you are a fool. Go watch cartoon. You know? Anyway, people are silly and people are stupid. What you can do? I mean, if Jesus himself, they make fun of him, who am I not to be in their fun list? You know what I mean? What about we say to God, why you don't show us your face, God, in real life? You're God. Here we go. You want us to worship you? Show us yourself. Say that to God too. Maybe the president who is in the White House and is not a president, maybe he's not real, because I don't see him. I never met one. I never met Trump. I never met any of them. They must be false. Yeah, you know, always if you want to know a person, and this goes for all your life, you see, all those people you meet in your life, regardless what is the purpose, regardless what is the reason, from their fruits, this is the wise, the amazing, absolute wisdom of our Lord. From their fruit you shall know them. Don't practice any other rules. This is the only way to know. You see, there's a person, he claimed to be your friend. How you know that he is your friend really? Only when you need him. He is your friend when you go to eat barbecue. He come. He's your friend when he come to borrow money from you. Okay, he come to borrow money. He is a friend when you have a nice life, you are rich. The second you are poor, the friends are not the friends. The cousins are not cousins. Even the wife might leave you. Because the wife, she marries somebody have money. You don't have money. From their fruits, my friend. When the Roman soldiers, they come to arrest Jesus, even the disciple of Jesus, they denied him. Very ugly fruit. Imagine, they are his disciples who walk with him all the time, who believe in him. He told them, you will deny me. They denied him. If they deny Jesus and they are a disciple, why we will not be denied by people? See, this earth is the earth of betrayal. People betray each other. But always you will find somebody is different. Somebody he will not or she will not betray you. And how you know? From their fruits. Not from their promises. I want to ask for something very important. Tell us about shaitan roots. See, the word shaitan, it's a language word. So if we are talking about a person, it's different from the word, the name. Let me explain to you. When we say in English the word sin, what do we mean by sin? What English mean by sin? When we say sin, can you tell me, Mr. Baba, what the word sin mean? Is it wrong? Is it a word mean bad? What the word sin mean? Do you know? I mean, it's a word always we use, right? everyone who believe in religion, they use the word sin in English. So what sin mean? Sin is a word used today as a word mean wrong. It's against God teaching, right? Okay. But the fact the word sin is coming from the moon god religion, where people, they used to worship the moon, and it is pagan. So the word sin became a symbolic of anything wrong, anything pagan, anything is against God. And by language today, everybody use it, even those who don't, I mean, Muslim they use it, Christian use it, Hindu they use it. Anyone speaks language, he says sin. But sin have different root, right? So it's not really important the roots, what is important what it's meant for the one who is using it. Do you understand? So if I say to you the word dish, dish is coming from somewhere, but what is important what I meant by it, not what it's coming from. So when we say Satan, we are talking about the father of all lies, which means the first one, the first person who start lying and promoting lies. According to the Bible, that is an angel who is fallen angel, and he is the one who deceived Adam and Eve. The name is not important. You know what I mean? Did I answer your question? So don't focus, I mean, you can focus in the origin of the word if you are a person who want to study languages and history. You can. But that does not really affect us, because the word Satan is dependent on the time and who use it and why they use it. So if I exist in the time of Jesus, and this is the word is used to describe such a person, I will use it. Because at the end of the day, I have to use a word which people understood and they use. You know what I mean? Not long time ago, the word gay mean happy. Is that correct? But today I cannot use it to say that, oh, I describe myself to be happy. I cannot use it. It's very embarrassing for me to say it. Right? But not long time ago, the word gay was a word mean happy. So if you go in the old translation for old books, you might find describing somebody to be a gay, but doesn't mean that he is a homosexual. They are just saying he's happy. So what is important is what the word meant by the one who is saying it, not what it's meant by the language today or yesterday or centuries ago. Yeah, actually, it's still, yeah, the word gay mean happy, but it's used for now to describe, you know, a certain group of people. The word shaitan is coming from, etc. Okay. Coming from Sumerian Khan language, and any languages called Satan. And so, what you prove to us? Still, that's very silly. Because at the end of the day, human being languages is transformed from person to person, from generation to generation, and in the same time is what people use at that time to describe something. You're just, you know, repeating yourself. As an example, let us say that Jesus, he used the word angel, and the word angel was used before Jesus by somebody else. So, but as long as the idea agree with the idea, that's mean he agree, that's it. So the word is used. So in English today we use the word God. So let's say Jesus, he speak the word, he speak English. The word God is coming from blah 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 blah. But the word God means the one who is the creator. So on Jesus he used it. Let us say the origin of the word God was a pagan. Was from the Hindus. Who care? So if you want to be silly, you can be silly, you know. Sometimes I find that a human being is trying to be silly. Supposedly he is being smart. But the fact he's being silly. Because all languages is coming from somebody else. As an example, we say the word Amin, but the word Amin is Aramaic, and the Aramaic they used to be pagan. So when the pagan Aramaic, they say Amin, does that mean we cannot use it now? Very silly. You know what I mean? Should we use it or we cannot use it? No, it's not dangerous for the Christian doctrine. It's dangerous for the fool only. If you are a fool, you will see it dangerous. For me, I laugh at it. For me, I laugh at it, my friend. That the one who will see it dangerous, he have a weakness in his brain. For me, so if Jesus is speaking to people in his time, they speak a language, and this is the word they use for evil, and he said to them, this is the word. And how Satan look like? Look in the mirror. Is language invented or given by God? Well, I don't think there's something called given by God as language. I think languages, they develop through history, through time. But I believe that God, he created a form of communication for a human being since the beginning. And this is what the Bible talk about. But the Bible, you know, trying to give us a simple story about what happened to Adam, what happened to Eve. But doesn't mean that the word is really, this is exactly what Adam said. You know, like, do you think really God, he cared for an apple, as an example? Is the story really about an apple? No. The story is about that you commit sin against God's order, and the story of sin is presented to you by the story of the apple. But do you think really God, he cared for an apple? I mean, all this drama for an apple? No. The one who steals an apple is no different from the one who steals billions. A thief is a thief. The one who breaks the order of God is the one who breaks the order of God. Reveal truth. Okay, Mr. Christian Prince, how about using the word Allah for Christian? This is false, because we have to go by the words written in the Bible. And Allah, as long as it's confirmed that Allah is a pagan God, then why you want to use it? You see, if Allah is a word mean God, and then I use it, then I will say there's no problem. Because it's just a word in the language. The same as in English, we say God. But in the Aramaic, in the Hebrew, in the Greek, there's nowhere the word God in English appear, right? But still we use it because it's meant what we agree upon. But if the word Allah is a word mean God only, then there's no problem for us to use it. But if Allah is a name of a fake God, false God, and then we use it, that's mean now we are committing sin. Do you understand me? So, you know, human being, when he is shallow, he sees things in a shallow way. The Bible is a very deep book. Never meant about apple and tree. It's not about that. It's about disobeying God. But remember, the book was written and given to people to believe thousands of years ago. The story have to be simple for simple people. One of the unique thing about the Bible, the Old Testament and the New Testament, that if you have a PhD, you enjoy it, and if you have no knowledge, you know, you don't even know, maybe you don't even know how to read, how to write, you're a farmer, a villager somewhere, still you enjoy it. So this was not a book of science as much as a book to present God to you. As an example, when you say to me, like the Bible says that God created the earth, first day he did this, second day he did that, third day. Imagine if God want to tell us how he created the eye for a human being alone. If you go to an office of an eye doctor, you will find he's okay. He study his specialty is eye, just eye. Okay, how many books he did read? How many books written about how the eye is? So imagine if God will write for us how he made the eye. Then we will not end with a Bible, we will end with library just for the eye alone. You know what I mean? Do you reject the interpretation of the fall of mankind? No, I'm not rejecting. I'm just telling you that the Bible is more deep than just a tree and an apple. So regardless if the story is literally about an apple and a tree or not, the story is not about the apple or the tree. The story is about disobeying God. It is about a tree and an apple for the shallow one only. It is about disobeying God for the one who want to think deep. Do you understand me? Like when we say the cross of Jesus, doesn't matter really if the cross was a perfect cross or a short 2 centimeters from one side. You know what I mean? So if you are a shallow person, you will focus on the cross as a shape, not as what happened in the cross. What Jesus said in the cross, who died in the cross. Doesn't matter really if it is 2 pieces or it was, let us say, 2 trees hang together in opposite direction. It's a cross. So a person who want to be shallow, he will focus in details have nothing to do with the topic. A person who want to go deep, he will go behind the cross as a shape. The cross is not the shape. The cross is what happened in the cross and who was there and why he is there. Always, you know, my friend, Mr. Orgasm. I mean, do you see what we are talking about? And now you are so crazy about the orgasm. Is that the time? You know, what you notice here, that sometime, I don't know, everybody, like, he come to me as if I am like a guy in a store, and there's like 50 customers. Hey, can you give me this from the shelf? Can you give me that from the shelf? I mean, what's wrong with you? I'm not your shelf. When we mention it, ask me for the reference next time. How many times I said the 70-year orgasm, 70-year orgasm, 7. So now you, then when I say it, you don't mention it. Now you mention it. You want to talk about the cross? You talk about orgasm. In USA, we have people going deep who basically rewrite the Bible. My friend, in USA, there's no such a thing. In USA, there's crazy people, there's smart people, and the majority are Christians. Who care what people say? Jesus, if he is racist, then he should not say that for God he loved the world, he sent his only begotten son. For God he loved the world, he sent his only begotten son. So people are stupid. You want to be stupid like them, go. Don't post those stupid things. How Jesus can be racist? When Jesus, he sent his disciples to teach everybody around the world. How Jesus can be racist, and the first disciples, they went to Africa. How Jesus can be racist and he is born in the Middle East? Like, is the Middle East is a place where redhead are exist? But as you said, you know, when people want to say stupid things, they can come with a stupid thing. Who cares what people say, my friend? What do you think about fall of Afghanistan? Afghanistan fall from long time, not now. Afghanistan is a failing country. 90% of the population, they take drugs. Now Afghanistan fall. Afghanistan under Islam is fall always. So why people are worried about Afghanistan? I'm so glad that they are out. It was stupid of the American to be in the ground for 1 day. You do not need to fight Afghanistan in the ground, to fight Osama bin Laden in the ground. You have airplanes, you can destroy them as much as you want without sacrificing one blood and without even wasting money and time. Americans are stupid. What we have to do with Afghanistan? We go back to speak about Jesus being racist. You see, Jesus is so racist to the point I'm an Arab, I believe in him. And Jesus is so racist to the point African, they believe in him. And Jesus is so racist that the point that the Ethiopian church is one of the oldest church in the world, they believe in him. I mean, do you see how racist he is? Yeah. In China they say he lived as a donkey, never came back as a horse. And they are right. If you are a donkey, I cannot make you a horse. And this is what happened in Afghanistan. The American, they went there, they got a bunch of donkeys, they made them leaders, and they trained them for 20 years to be horses, but they are donkeys. You cannot train them. Train them for what? They run, because they are just getting wages, they are employees. Even the people did not defend themselves. I mean, okay, the government, they don't want to defend. What about the people? Everybody have guns there. Nobody care. The stupid American, they are just wasting their money. If there is any Quranic teaching about exorcism, from okay, no, my friend, the Quran speak about something very stupid. So if you want to fight, let us say, magic, the Quran teach that there is people who blow in the knot. How you can fight those who blow in the knot? You recite this prayer. This is chapter 113 in the Quran. It's a very silly and very stupid. And Muhammad himself, according to Muslims, he was under the influence of magic. So, okay, Muhammad reciting the Quran, still he could not fight it. According to Muslims, it took Allah 12 months to take the magic from Muhammad. Because Muslims, they believe in magic. So when you say exorcism in Islam, I laugh. Muslim, they bring a Muslim woman that say she have a genie inside her. They start beating her until she die. Actually, they just arrested a guy. He is a doctor, Egyptian doctor in England. His wife, she is a British woman. She converted to Islam to marry him. He was beating her, and he was giving her medicine for the last 15 years, I think. And now, suddenly, I don't know what happened. They got videos. He recorded her. And how Muslim they can fight what they call magic if Muhammad himself, he was under the influence of magic. And then Allah, he sent 2 angels to fight it. Sometimes I find comments, they come in the comment section, and a person who is anti-Christianity, he claimed that he is not the person who is anti-Christianity. So he make a comment, and supposedly what a bunch of fool, and we did not get it, that he is making the comment himself, and he is the one who is saying it. So what he said to us, there is some people, they say Jesus was an atheist, oh sorry, he's a racist, there's, so where is the word Satan come from? Don't make my topic is about Afghanistan. I don't care for this country. This country is doomed by Islam since long time ago, and nothing will change. If, in the Middle East, they say, you cannot straight the dog tail. You cannot straight up the dog tail. So the stupid American, they thought if they occupy a country for 20 years, they will make the dog tail straight. It doesn't work this way. The second you take the frame off, the dog bend again. So Americans are a bunch of idiots. They don't know. They are there just for Russia. The whole point is how we can be in the border of Russia. But this was 20 years ago. Now they do not need that. Now they have Lithuania. Now they have Ukraine. Now they have Georgia. Now they are almost in Russia. So they do not need it. That's the whole game, my friend. And the naive, they think it's about Afghanistan. There's not, that's it. They don't want Afghanistan no more. Did you notice that Taliban did not even shoot one bullet at the American? Until now. They are in Kabul, and the American is still in Kabul. There's more than 6,000 Marines in Kabul. 5,000, and just today they sent 1,000 more. So the American, they are sending more Marines to Kabul. Okay, why Taliban don't shoot at them? They don't. They are friends. There's an agreement. And now the Democrat and the Republican, they start playing the game, like I blame you, you blame me, etc. But we know the game. The game is they have an agreement already with Taliban. America have no more business there. That's it. That's why they told the president, you are in your own. They told the Afghani government, that's it. We cannot spend our money on you. It's about money. Allah is my God. Okay, you know, Allah is my God. As we know, you can say whatever you want, but I laugh at him. So how he is my God and I laugh at him? Allah is my God, huh? We lost many lives for what? That's a question you ask, but who care? Nobody care. No, nobody care, my friend. Who care? Nobody. You know, when I joined the USA Army, I said to myself, that's the greatest army in the world, right? And then the first thing I did, I remember, they sent us to barber shop to cut our hair. Can you believe it? They charged me $8 to cut my hair. I am an American soldier now. And now I'm going to shave my head. And now I have to pay $8. So my friend, American soldiers are poor people. They are used and abused. They send them to war they should not go to. And when they die, nobody remember them. And then at the end of the day, they say to you, thank you for your service. That's it. But why he went to war, you do not know. So don't remind me. I know what I say is not, you know, many people don't like it, but this is the truth. At the end of the month, I get like the sari, you know, they give you a sari, and now it says $10 for socks. I pay for socks. I mean, this is the American army. Those who serve in Baghdad, they don't pay for their socks. In Saddam Hussein army, nobody pay for anything when you are in the army. I mean, this is the clothes of the army. Why I want to pay for socks? You believe it or not, the jacket they give you, you pay for it. The pant they give you, they pay for it. The breakfast you eat, you pay for it from your salary. If you don't believe me, ask any soldier. So people, they think that when you join your USA Army, this is the greatest army in the world, and those soldiers are spoiled. They use them, they abuse them, they give them bad salaries, and then they send them to death, and then when they die, nobody remember them. Or they put a flower in your grave. Yeah, exactly. You have to pay for everything. I mean, I received the salary. There's a list. You know, food, jacket, socks, you know, shoes, you know, sport shoes. They charge me for everything. So where's my salary? It's gone. Anyway, you know, in Afghanistan soon, you know, now the Taliban, they will be busy fighting each other, because now they will fight over the sheep, and then they will fight with the Shia, and then they will fight with other Muslim Sunni group, and then they will fight with ISIS, and then they will fight with Al-Qaeda, because now they have many leaders and the disagreement. So they knew the game. So Afghanistan is going to be one country? No, it's going to be many countries of a drug lord yard. Okay. Called BAS, clothing allowance. Yeah, whatever they call it. Anyway, I mean, it's a joke. Isn't it a shame that you are a person going to serve your country and then you pay for your haircut? I never heard of such a stupid thing. Even Somalian army didn't do that to their soldiers. Anyway. Taliban, they say jihad will expand to the west. They can say whatever they want, but you know, why they don't explain that they are there for 20 years? I find all those guys, it's a joke. And don't blame Biden for this. Trump is the one who decided to take the troops out. He decided to take it out from Syria. He decided to take it out from Afghanistan. I mean, garbage in, garbage out. Anyway, what do you think about women being raped and forced? And what's our business? Are we going to be the police of Afghanistan forever? Do you know how much money we spend? $1 trillion. I think 1 trillion already. What does that mean? Stupid. Okay, are you going to invade all Muslim countries? Because everywhere the women are raped. What does that mean? Is that the job of the American? Is that what America exists for? If a woman gets raped by Taliban, where is her family to defend her? Why people don't fight Taliban? How come Taliban, they enter the cities and people did not resist? Yeah, then they deserve it. If you don't resist evil, and evil come to you, good luck. If somebody come to my house and you want to rape my wife, and then I sit watching, can I complain? Real men, real people, they fight, they die before the enemy take over their land. They don't care. Well, there's no war, actually. You know, the war does not really exist. I mean, they are there just spending money. What the war? Osama bin Laden, we feed him to the fish long time ago, and that's it. The story is over. If they want to fight Al-Qaeda, Al-Qaeda is in Syria. It's not in Afghanistan. There's more than 80,000 fighters of Al-Qaeda in the north of Syria. They can bomb them all in one day, and they don't. Not only that, they don't even allow the Russian to kill them. America don't allow the Russian to kill them. That's the truth. All that territory is Al-Qaeda territory. No, actually, he did the right thing to withdraw from Afghanistan because we are wasting our money for no reason. Okay, for how long he will stay there? Well, how long? Another 20 years? 50 years? He will leave. At the end of the day, he will leave. And then Taliban will take over. So, and it's not Biden who came out of Afghanistan, it was Trump. Go and see the speech of Trump when he was a president. He was the one negotiating with the terrorists. Imagine. Trump himself, just today actually, he said, I spoke to their leaders. So today, because we are against Biden, we say Biden is the stupid. No, Trump is the one who made the decision before Biden. Anyway, for me, I believe both of them are stupid. And I feel sorry for Taliban right now, because now they are in government and everything will happen is going to be responsibility, right? So Taliban, they can praise Allah and saying we can help you better, but when they are in the government and then the people, they go crazy, you will see what will happen. Just wait. War will erupt crazy there again, because people, they will see Taliban are just another scam. Yeah, hypocrite. And now Taliban, they enter right away. Women, they are wearing burqa, and men, they are growing their beard. They start growing their beard before even Taliban arrive. So you're wasting your money. Why want to stay there? I mean, this is stupid. You see, the American, because they are driven by politics, Republican and Democrat. So if Trump, he is the one is in charge, the Republican, they will say he did the right thing. We support him. And Democrat, they will say, shame, look how he withdrew, look what he did. Now, because Trump is not there, Biden, the stupid Biden, you know the thing, he's there. So the Republican playing the same game. But the fact, both of them, they are going out. There will be a revolution. No, not revolution. There will be a sectarian fight, tribe fight, religion fight, because Afghanistan have many religions. Shia, Sufism, Sunni, Wahhabi, crazy stuff. So this is Afghanistan, always was bad, since Islam is taking over. Bro, I am linked with serious historian as we discovered basically Yathrib, Medina, Quran talks in the north of Iraq, not in Saudi Arabia. Okay. My friend, I have an advice for you. I have an advice for you. And I want people to listen carefully. Let us say what you are saying in this comment is true. And let us say that Yathrib and Mecca, it's in Tokyo. It's in Japan. And are you listening? What does that mean? See, this is all the silly, stupid stuff. I don't believe in it and I don't care for it. Because if it's true or not will not change anything. I fight a believer in what he believes, not what you believe. Do you understand? So, if an atheist comes to me and says, Jesus is not God. Okay. But I believe he is God. So, in order to fight my belief, he have to have something against my belief, what I believe. Somebody says to me, Jesus doesn't exist. I will laugh. Historian says there's no Jesus. I will laugh. So if you have a serious stuff, you know, try to focus in the belief itself, not your fiction, because this is all is fiction. Historian. I mean, the second you say historian, I laugh really, because historians, they discover things and then they change the discovery. They went in the time, and who's sponsoring their mission. So if Trump now he hire a historian, he will find in history that Joe Biden's son was a scam. But if the historian are hired by Biden, they will find that the son-in-law of Trump is a scam. So historian, they always have agenda. If the historian is a Christian, he will say something. If the historian is an atheist, he will say something else. If the historian is a Muslim, he will come with different agenda. So in order to get to talk about history, you have to find somebody is not holding agenda, and that is impossible. Do you understand me? Like now, when we talk about history, if I'm writing a book of history about what happened today in Afghanistan, if I'm supporting Trump, I will say the history different. Trump, he was right, blah, 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 but I'm a historian. So always what people, they call it history, is based on the writer and the author, not on the truth. Because you cannot find a person who is really a historian without agenda. And maybe you don't understand what I'm saying, but who cares? So don't bring me those, you know, conspiracy stuff and history and historian, they found this and they found that. I laugh. When I fight a Muslim ideology, I don't fight him as a person for sure. I fight the ideology against it.